In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Hayden. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing it away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete to McBride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flush to his right. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 88, throwing is Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got McBride here over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Trey McBride, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down the coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Dillon. There he goes, left side. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 18. 96 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you worked your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Hayden. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Always got some breathing room. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They run again with Dillon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers will dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Dillon.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They give to Dillon out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. 26, 30. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Vikings. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Hayden. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Go to 50, and you block over here. Come on!
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Back to throw, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Looking to throw on second down. Hayden. It's a room to maneuver. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game.
The Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.